welcome to another lawnfawn video. Today we are so excited to be introducing our new die sets, Henry's ABCs and Henry's 1-2-3s. So let's go ahead and check them out. These letter dies are so adorable and whimsical, and they are the perfect size at about 1/2 inch wide and 1 inch tall. Some of the larger letters like W are just a little bit wider, but this size ends up being completely perfect for cards and for scrapbook layout. So it's like one of those fonts that just works on every type of project that you can think of, and the cards with it turn out so cute, and you've been seeing them a lot through these last intro videos. But today we're going to focus on creating a really awesome platform pop-up with these Henry's ABCs. First, we're going to take out the platform pop-up dies, and we're going to use that base piece. Now, here is the Watercolor Wishes Rainbow 6x6 pad, and there is a rainbow dot in it that is so cute. And one of the things I love about the platform pop-up die is that it fits on 6x6 pad pieces of paper as well. And so we're going to be die cutting 2 of these base pieces, and then we're going to fold along the score lines that the die has created for us on both of these pieces. And if you haven't checked out the intro to platform pop-up video yet, make sure to check it out. We'll put it in the description below. Next, we're going to take out the T-shaped die piece, and we're going to die cut 3 of those little die pieces out of some white cardstock. And then we're going to focus on just one of the T-shaped pieces and one of the base pieces. We're going to fold along a little score line that the die creates at the bottom of the T-shaped piece. And then we're going to add some 1/4 inch double-sided tape, and we're going to add it to the tab at the very bottom of the main base piece. And then we're going to add it underneath the score line on our T-shaped piece. Then we'll take the main base piece and we're going to flip it over so that we're looking at the inside of the die cut. We'll take that T-shaped piece and we'll flip it over and feed it right through that slot. Then we're going to fold along that first big score line right there. And then we're going to pull along that T-shaped tab, and you'll see that as you pull, it becomes nice and flush against the main base piece. Then we can peel up the liner paper on the T-shaped tab. We'll pull nice and tight and then press down. Then we can peel up the liner paper on the main base piece, and we're going to fold along that next big score line, and it's going to feel like a big stair step. And then we'll press down and we'll have the beginnings of our platform pop-up. Now we need to repeat that again with our second piece. So we're going to fold along that score line on the T-shaped piece, and then we'll take some 1/4 inch double-sided tape and we're going to add it to the main base piece and also underneath the score line on the T-shaped piece. We'll flip our main base piece over so that we're looking at the inside. We'll feed the T-shaped piece through the slot. And then we're going to fold along that first big score line there, and we're going to pull that T-shaped piece so that it's nice and flush against the main base piece. Then we'll peel up the liner paper, once again pulling that T-shaped piece just like that. And then we can press that down. Then we'll peel up the liner paper on the main base piece, and we'll fold along that second big score line, and it'll feel like this big stair step that you'll see it. And then we can press down to form the second part of our platform pop-up. And now we'll have 2 pieces that are exactly the same. Now right now would be the time where we would start adding the third T-shaped piece. But instead of doing that, we're going to be doing Grace's acetate circle technique. And we showed this in the intro video. And this acetate circle is a 3.5 inch circle, and we're going to be using that in place of the T. And I'll show you how that works in just a bit. But first we need to decorate it. And this is where our Henry's ABCs are going to come out. So we're going to take our letters and die cut this really awesome holographic cardstock. Next, we're going to bring back that 3.5 inch acetate circle, and we're going to start adding our letters to the circle. And I'm going to start with my letter that's in the center and then kind of build up off of that. And so we're going to be adding each letter along that circle. So I'm just kind of making sure the tip of the letters touch the outside edge of the circle, and that's going to help the letters follow alongside. And look how cute this is looking. I just love these letters cut out of this holographic cardstock. Now it's time to add the acetate circle into our platform pop-up pieces. And to do that, we're going to take our 2 pieces that we formed earlier, and we're going to bring back that 1/4 inch double-sided adhesive, and we're going to be adding it to both of the main base pieces. We'll also add that same adhesive to each of the tabs on both of these pieces. Then we can go ahead and peel up the tape on one of them. And this is where we're going to be adding our acetate circle. So normally you would add a third T here. In place of the T, we're adding this circle. And we did this technique in the intro video as well. This one's just a little bit different because we're adding in some really cute letters. Next, we're going to peel up the liner paper on one of those tabs, and we're going to butt these 2 pieces up against each other and then press that tab down to secure them into one long piece. Once we have them in one long piece, we can peel up the other liner paper that we added, and we're actually just going to fold this right in half, and everything is going to easily line up, and we'll just press down to secure it. Then we'll take up our last piece of tape, which is on that little tab right there. We'll fold that tab in, press down, securing our whole platform pop-up mechanism. Now we can push up from the bottom and you'll see how cool this is as those happy letters rise. The platform pop-up die set has these awesome hills and grass that are included in it. And we're going to use the hills this time. And went ahead and die cut that from some shimmer cardstock. And then we're going to add some 1/8 inch tape to the back and very bottom of these. And then we're going to be adding those into the platform pop-up to start decorating. So we'll add them along the 2 T-shaped pieces. And then when we get to the acetate piece, we're just going to attach it right to the front of the acetate. Now, this is a card that we're recreating that's by Grace, and Grace always finds a really cool way to use dies in her stash. And we have this rooftop border die that's meant for Christmas. It's supposed to be the rooftop for Santa. Well, it has these really cool scallop pieces, and the amazing part is they're almost the exact right size for the platform pop-up. So that's really awesome. So what we're going to do is take that scallop piece, we're going to line it up right here with our platform pop-up and center it. And then I'm going to take a little pencil and just mark exactly where those score lines are. Once we have those marks, then we can take this piece to a scoring board and score right where those little pencil lines are. And now we'll have score lines that line up with the platform pop-up. Another way to do this would be to use a scalloped border die, and you could just die cut a piece from a platform pop-up main base piece, and that would give you the score lines already there and a beautiful scallop detail. So right here, we're going to go ahead and erase those little pencil lines, and then we can fold along those score lines, and we're going to have a piece that perfectly lines up with our platform pop-up. Add some liquid glue to the back of it, and then you'll see how it's going to perfectly line up because we made those little pencil lines with the score line. So you could use this idea with any die cuts that you have in your stash and create a cool little detail on the bottom of your platform pop-ups. Now it's time to take out our Henry's ABCs and that awesome holographic cardstock again, and we're going to die cut the word birthday, which is so much fun. And then we're going to be layering that all along the platform pop-up. So we'll have the happy that kind of pops up and then the birthday that's going to be along the main base piece. And so it's almost like we're decorating our cake. So I'm going to take these letters and lay them onto the base just to kind of see how they're all going to line up. And then once I have my proper placement, I can lift each one up and add some liquid glue to the back. Another really fun way to attach letters like this is to use double-sided adhesive sheets. So we have these sheets that you can add to the back of your cardstock and then die cut them, and it's almost going to be like you create your own letter stickers. So that's a really fun and easy way to add these letters to your projects as well. Now you may be wondering why we decided to name these Henry's ABCs. Well, my son Miles' middle name is Henry, so we thought it would be cute to name these for him. So I really hope he loves playing with these letters when he gets a little bit older and can start crafting. So there you'll see we've added on our B, and now it says birthday, and then as you push the platform pop-up up, that happy appears, and it's just so cute and sweet. And honestly, you could probably leave the card just like this and it could be done, but Grace had the awesome idea to shop her stash and look for a candle die. And our cake slice box has this really cool candle that has these fun layered pieces. So I went ahead and die cut the main candle piece out of white cardstock and then out of a rainbow of cardstocks. Then it's got this fun little layered piece, and we die cut that out of pixie dust cardstock. And then it has a flame as well, and we die cut those out of sunflower and fake tan. Now you'll notice that these candles have this kind of funny little part at the bottom. Well, that's to help make them three-dimensional for the cake slice box. But in this case, we don't need the 3 dimensions, so we're just going to trim that part right off. And so onto our rainbow colored ones, we're going to trim off the bottom, and we're also going to trim off the flame at the top. And then on the ones that we cut out of white cardstock, we're just going to be trimming off that little bottom piece, and we're going to leave the flame part up top so that we can attach our die cut flames to the top of those. So this is a really fun way to look at your die set and kind of see what you have. Another great thing for this would be to look in your stamps. So you could look for candle stamps and then stamp, color, and die cut those and add the candle stamps into your cake. So there's a lot of fun ways to create this. I think this could also be really cute if you added this in with some critters. So you could put critters into your cute little cake instead of candles. So here you can see we're starting to layer our pieces. So we're layering our rainbow colored cardstock on top of the white candle base piece, then our cute little stripe piece, and then the flame. So there you'll see we're going to add the flame right on top. And so I just took out my liquid glue and started layering all of these little pieces. I turned on a movie and I just started making all of my rainbow candles, and they turned out so very, very cute. Now it's time to add the candles into the box. And you're going to see that when I added my first candle in, I saw that it was kind of overlapping the letters and the candle was just a little bit too tall. But there was no problem there. All I need to do is just take the candle out and just trim off a little bit of the bottom. And so you'll see that I go ahead and do that for a ton of the candles so that they end up being the perfect height. Another way that you could have done this is we could have put the candles onto the acetate piece before we added it into the platform pop-up. And then we could have kind of shifted the height. And that would have been an easier way to do it, but I didn't think of that till later because I was adding my decorations now. But you can see that I can just trim off those candle pieces and have them be the exact perfect height, and this works out awesome. So I'm going to add 3 candles there onto the acetate piece, and then we're going to add the other candles onto the other 2 hills, and that's going to give us that fun 3-dimensional look that's going to look like these are candles in a birthday cake. So once again, I'm just kind of trimming off a little bit of the edge there. You can trim off exactly how much you need for your card, and then we can layer those in. And then for the candles in the back, I left those at the same height. I didn't trim off anything because they weren't covering up the letters, so I could have them be their full perfect height in the background. And now this cake themed platform pop-up is all done, and you can see here it folds flat, fits in the standard postage envelope, and you can press up from the bottom and you have the whole cake design appear. Using the holographic cardstock for the Henry's ABCs is just so fun and cute. And this is a really cool and unique way to use your letter dies. Of course, they're really awesome on card fronts. That's my favorite way to use it. But I love the idea of taking these Henry's ABCs and then putting them on a platform pop-up that gives them a fun 3-dimensional feel. Now, I was in a birthday card mood and I wanted to show you that here's a 3-dimensional version, and now we're going to show you our standard card version of using Henry's ABCs for a birthday card. Of course, you can spell anything that you would like with Henry's, but we're going to go with birthday themes because I need some birthday cards in my stash. So right here, we've got our Henry's ABCs, and then we have the new Flower Market paper. And this is a really fun way to use alphabet dies, is to die cut them out of pattern paper. And by using the 6x6 pad, it has those tiny little flowers, and look how cute the letters look with the pattern on it. I think it's just so adorable and fun. Because this is a clean and simple card, I wanted to have some pop. So we're going to add some foam squares to the back of each of these letters. And we're going to make sure that we have all the letters done. And then we're going to work on lining this up. So we're going to take out a 12-inch ruler here. And what's great about this ruler is that it has a 0 line in the center. And so we're going to center that ruler up, and that's going to help us line up our letters. And we're going to start with the biggest word that's in the center, which is birthday. So we're going to kind of build these letters up from the center and then build out and kind of put them in perfect placement before we start to secure them down onto the card. Another fun way to line up your letters is something that Shari did in the Intro to Lucky Clovers video. What she did, she took all her letters and she just lined them up on her work surface. Then she took a piece of washi tape and she laid it across the letters to hold them in place. Then all you need to do is just peel up that washi tape and the letters are going to be stuck to it. You can add some liquid glue to the back or any kind of adhesive and then press it down onto your card and then peel up the washi tape, and they've been held in perfect placement. So once again, here you'll see we're going to add some liquid glue to the back, layer it onto the card, peel up the washi tape, and how cool is that? So lots of fun and cool ways to add letters to your projects, and it kind of just depends on whatever your preference is. Here, Rebecca is actually creating this card. Those are Rebecca's hands right there, and she really likes using a ruler because that helps her keep it nice and straight, and she doesn't have to worry about the washi tape. Shari loves the washi tape technique. There's so many cool ways. You could also just lay your letters down, and they're going to look awesome no matter what. One thing I like to do is just keep my letters in kind of a topsy-turvy mix and match kind of way, and then they kind of always look straight, even if they're not, right? So that's a really cool way to do it too, and it's very whimsical looking as well. So now that we had those letters in perfect placement, you can take each one, lift it up, peel up those little liner papers on the foam, and then attach them onto the card. And so we did that with all of our letters with birthday here. Now that our birthday is in place, it's much easier to put the happy and the to you onto the card because we have something that's nice and centered and in a straight line. So at this point, you can kind of take away the ruler and just use the word that you've attached on there as your guide. This card is a recreation of a card by Elise, and Elise is always amazing with alphabet dies. If you ever need any inspiration, just look to Elise. That's what I always do because her cards are so amazing. And she loves to do things like this where she spells out a phrase like happy birthday to you. Even Shari's card we had earlier had good luck. Another fun way to do it is to combine it with your stamps. So for example, you could have stamped out the happy and the to you and just use the alphabet dies for the word birthday. And that gives you a really cool look too. And I'll show you some cards like that at the end of the video. So now we've spelled out our really cute happy birthday to you, and we're going to take out these cute little hearts. These are from the Hearts and Stars skinny tag. I love these because you get this whole row of hearts in all these different sizes. And we die cut that from some gold metallic cardstock, and now it looks like we have these cute little kind of gold stickers, which are just adorable. And so we're going to lay these hearts onto the card, and these little hearts are just going to add a little extra something. And by having that gold foil metallic look to them, it just makes the card just so special and so sweet. But not least, we're going to take this stitched rectangle, and this is the largest of the outside in stitched rectangles, and we're going to add that onto a white card base. And I love the look of the white stitched rectangle on the white card base. It's just so clean and pretty. And now this card is all done. It's so adorable and fun, and I absolutely love the Henry's ABCs die cut out of pattern paper, and I can't wait to make more cards like this. Next up, we have some incredible cards by the design team, and this first card by Maureen has my heart because Singing in the Rain is my favorite movie of all time, and I think it's just so sweet that it says, when it rains, sing. Here, Tammy has created such a sweet, lucky to have you as my friend card. I love that she used Henry's ABCs for the word lucky, and then the rest is stamped out. I love how Elena's sentiment is the star of the show by putting at the top and the bottom and then having her scene be in the middle, and this could work with a ton of different phrases. I just love this layout. It's always so nice to have number dies, and so we have our Henry's 1, 2, 3s, and here Elise used them in such a cute and sweet way to wish someone a happy 5th birthday. And then this is the card by Elise that inspired us to make ours today. And then here are Grace's awesome platform pop-up cake inspired cards that also inspired us in this video today, and they are so fun. I love the other one that she did with the HB2U. That's really a fun way to use these alphabet dies. This card by Yanea is so sweet, and I love how she inked her letters to give them a cool ombre gradient look, and that's a really fun technique. Here, this card by Elena is so sweet, and I love how she combined her letters and her stamps again. She has hey there, which is so adorable. And then this card by Elena, I love how she has the you are the goat, G-O-A-T, spelled out with the Henry's ABCs. This card by Lynette is so sweet. I love that black and white background and then those bright pink letters. It looks incredible. And then this is the card by Shari where she showed us her fun washi tape lining up technique, which is so cool and looks amazing. And then here Tammy has combined Henry's ABCs with some of our scripty words, and I love this look too. So we cannot wait to see what you guys create with Henry's ABCs and Henry's 1, 2, 3s. So make sure to share it with us. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.